Hi there guys, for this next one we're going to look at chords again. So if you draw a chord and from this chord you go up to another point on circumference and then down to the other side, and you can see this is not going through the diameter, and I can do this at any point, so let's just stop there, oops, and down to the other side. Okay, so let me just change the colours of those. Okay, and what I've done as well, I've just made this one a little bit thicker than the rest because that is the chord that I started from. So let's pop some angles on. So if we measure the angle here and we measure the angle there, you should be able to see straight away a pattern, or an observation if not a pattern. And when I drag these points, you should really see it now. Okay, so that's not changing and that's not changing. These are always the same. It doesn't matter where these points are, and that's purely because if I keep going round, eventually it will be exactly the same. So therefore these two triangles, they will always have this angle the same at the circumference. Now if I move this chord, then it opens up different angles, but it's important to understand that these will be the same. And we call this one angles made, or angles subtended, from the same chord. So both of these angles here are created from the same chord. And I could actually go up and down to the circumference as many times as I needed to, or wanted to, or an infinite amount of times, and there will always be the same angle at the top. Now, if I was to draw a chord, say here, between these two, you can see I've already got one coming, and just to make this easier to see, if I unclick that one, you can see I've gone down to the circumference and to the other end of my chord, exactly the same as before. But this time, if I measure those two angles, you will see the same thing happens. So you've got to look all over the place, where are your chords and what's happening. So you can see that these are both staying as 59. If I move this chord, then they change, and it's basically upside down version of what I was showing you before. These two angles here are made from this chord that is actually in black at the moment, so they are subtended or made from the same chord. So that's what you need to look out for. One chord with angles coming off of it.